Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your Zahl, the game is Star Trek Online, and welcome once again to the Tribble Timewarp. It is still the 7th of October 2014, and we're going to carry on the Blitz to catch up on the Delta Rising missions with a little oddity that I noticed in, of all things, the trait system. So, scroll down to the traits, you can see that I've got several of the R&D traits here. Beam Barrage, Give Your All from Engineering, Penetrating Rounds from Ground Weapons, Kinetic Precision from Torpedoes, and Particle Manipulator from Science. Indeed, Inelastic Collisions from Shields as well. Thing is, if I bring up the Duty Officer system, you'll see that I haven't got level 15 in any of these. Indeed, I've only just broken level 5 in Shields. So, let's do a little bit of a test. We do not appear to have the Cannon trait as yet. You can see it very definitely isn't there. So, we'll pop open Cannons, pull open the research project for engineering technology. Yeah, whatta. Okay, toppled back. Okay, another bug. It's not updating the... Oh, there we are. It's just taking its time to sort itself out. Okay, that's interesting. Begin. So, start task, rush the job because it's Tribble. And let's have a look, see if having any skill points at all makes the difference. So, duty officers, we need that window back. We also need traits, and cannons. Cannons. Where did it go? It did not go anywhere, for it is not there at the moment. Right, let's start. Research project again, start task, rush the job. We have rank 3. Has it made the difference? Doesn't look like it. Let's force the update on the trait screen. Accurate beam barrage. Nope, no cannons. Right. My pet theory at the moment is that it's when you get the XP to hit rank 5 rather than rank 15. So let's just toddle on up. Helps if I open the right project. Keep forgetting it resets the window to the top. Start task, finish. Okay, so we are at level 4, just shy of level 5. Close this down, reopen it, go to traits. Have we got the cannon trait? Elusive, give your all, penetrating rounds. No, we have not. So, toddle on down, cannon technology. Okay, run once. We are at 39,000. Hope. No, we should be okay running this last one. Okay, so 45,000 of 48,000. Double check the trait window. And no, it's not there. Okay, so let's run one more, because that will give us the cannon XP to go to level 5, but it won't actually take us to level 5 immediately. Start task, complete. Okay, so technically at this point we've completed the project, but we haven't collected it, so it shouldn't theoretically have credited us the experience. But, bring up the traits window, cannons, elusive, give your all, kinetic. Okay, that's interesting. Does not appear to be there. Collect the result. So we now hit Novice Cannoneer. At this point, in theory, we should have the trait. Oh, very curious. It's not done it for cannons. It did it for shields not 5 minutes ago. Unfortunately, I was off the camera at the time, which is a little embarrassing. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Certainly, some of the R&D traits are unlocking way too early. Those shouldn't be appearing until rank 15, never mind rank 5. Other item of business for today's mini-episode is the Zahl System Patrol. This was originally a 35-minute hell slog in its first form. Cryptic are claiming in the latest patch notes that they have fixed and remedied this. We shall see. So here we are, blockade runner now. Okay, a Benthan colony is sending out to so we have a much bigger fleet, it has to be said. The Vardwar are attacking, we hear you, and we're on our way. The Vardwar set up heavy artillery cannons to orbit. Those were the first major complication we had. And the colony is lost, but they're evacuating. Fine. And they are several times larger than... Yes, they are, and you'll see them in action. We can begin by deploying beacons for the fleet. So, initially we had to set up 3 beacons. They've cut it down to 1, so that's a nice little time saver. Also, they have given us a much bigger refugee fleet. And even a bit of flavour, although he does have misplaced engine trails leaving. Okay, so... Nice touch, but it does need to be fixed. Again, Benthan ships on the move. Again, they have misplaced engine trails. Never mind, deploy the beacon. Beacon is away, and... how did we get that out of the shuttle bay? No matter. Defeat Vardwar to cover escaping ships 3 waves. Okay. Let's go find the Vardwar. We've engaged the enemy. Oh yes, that is the artillery beacon. We've been targeted. Yes, the little soul in the warning. And I suspect those were originally doing something on the order of 30 to 40,000 damage a time. I may have to deliberately get hit at some point. No matter. Let's get the fighters out. In fact, you know, let's get deliberately hit. Just clip it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Right, so instant death to the fighters, and, well, you can see the damage it did there. Patch everything up. How's the emitters go? Oh, one other thing while we're here. 134 of 100 auxiliary power. Now, I have got the obelisk warp subspace rift core engaged, so adds 10% maximum auxiliary power. What I have also got engaged, or at least would have if it was anywhere handy, is the enhanced plasma manifold. This is from the O-Birth system. Excuse me a moment. Evasive, evasive, evasive. Ouch! Didn't quite clear the blast in time. What was that? Okay, right. Ha 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 ha. Vardwar barrage turret. Okay, wow. 80,000 damage. That would be a one-shot to even... Well, I think a Tier 5U heavy cruiser could just about take that. My Excelsior retrofit, I think it's got 82,000 health, but oh wow. Okay. I thought, I wasn't even that close to the epicenter of the barrage, I thought, but fine. Anyway, the enhanced plasma manifold. So we'll wait for this to come back up. Unfortunately, since we now need 134 auxiliary power to demonstrate the point. So, Obelisk Rift Core takes you from 125 max to 135 max. Excuse me. Annoying that we're going to red alert for this. Okay, that was a critical for 24,000. How did it do? Unless it just went clean through the aft shields. How did it do 80,000 damage? Anyhow. No matter. If we can do this without getting interrupted... We have 134 augs power, and in theory, triggering the enhanced plasma manifold should increase that again to 145 max. Actually, it just takes it to 135 max, so it looks like 135 is a hard cap for auxiliary power, or they're just not stacking at all, one or the other. Anyway, let's go defeat these Vardwar. So we have a couple of Benthan cruisers. Hey guys, we're here to help you. Unless you're Vardwar, in which case we're here to hurt you. Dump the fighters. The other thing I want to check is whether or not the artillery barrage does friendly fire, or if the Vardwar will fire with their own ships in the target zone. Anyhow, quickly knock down this cruiser. Good, they're away. Also annoying that it knocks you out of full impulse when you get targeted, given that the default response to the artillery barrages run like crazy. Knocking into red alert and shutting down full impulse would be the very last thing you ought to do. Anyhow, fires a phaser. Also fires a tachyon beam. Oh good, it looks like they might have fixed the shield ring icons. And punish. that. So that's 2. Good that they appear to have removed the heavy artillery ships from this fight so far. The original version of this mission had a lot of heavy artillery ships in midfield, where you had to basically get to a ship that they were guarding, trigger a repair cycle, and then defeat the ship that was warping in to cover them. However, what they didn't tell you in the objectives was that you had to defeat that last ship. No, we're still at full impulse. Haha, bye-bye. Boom. So it was in fact a kill objective, badly disguised as a repair objective. Where do you think you're going, mate? Right, tractors. Oops, this is bad. This is very bad. Evasive. He's out of the blast as well. Pity. No matter. Unfortunately, that doesn't tell us whether or not the AI will hold fire with the artillery if it detects a friendly ship in the kill box, but no matter. We'll just loop around, finish off this last Vardwar ship, although I suspect the fighters are going to get it first. Boom, there we go. No credit, no kill credit, that's interesting. Do we have to get the kill shot, or at least do an appreciable fraction of the damage for it to count, I wonder? Okay, let's move on. We have another one. Another targeting. Full impulse momentum got us out of that one, but again, query why that is knocking us out of red alert. I suppose it is kind of an attack, but it's not doing damage as such. Anyhow. Oh, go away. You do unfortunately have to burn evasive manoeuvres for this. So for this patrol and for now that... Ooh, Vardwar's stuck on the asteroids. Whoopsie. For this patrol and no other, the Picard console and the trajector warp jumper are extremely helpful. To the extent that I'd almost consider re-equipping, and boom. Right, now it may be that we have to take out both assault vessels to get the group credit there, but let's get on with it. Knock them down, knock them down. Are we going to get credit? Come on. Boom, bingo, there we go. A few ships need repairs before they exit the blockade. That's taking us back out on the sequence. Would it make more sense to do it in layers from outer to inner rather than have us jumping about like this? I'm not so sure. However, Vardwar assault cruiser, initially these were heavy artillery ships running barrage, so you can guess how fun that wasn't. So we send our repair crew. Now, this is the mislabeled objective I was talking about earlier. You can see here that the Vardwar have... Well, they've hit us again, actually. Okay. Triclinical device. There's been no extra warp in. Now, initially with this objective, a Vardwar cruiser would warp in and you'd have to kill it, irrespective of whether the damaged ship was repaired or not. I'm actually going to hang fire on this assault cruiser for a moment. We'll see what happens when the repair bar hits 100%. Hopefully they have fixed the objective so it's actually a repair rather than a kill. Come on. Come on. No no tricobot devices. 3, 2, 1, and... No, that's still a kill objective. That's mislabeled and very unhelpfully at that. Tricobot mines to take down a plasma torpedo. Never thought I'd see plasma weapon used for point defense. Whoops. Bye-bye, fighters crews. I'm sorry about this. Let's just take him out. Okay, the Vardwar aren't being too shy about targeting me if I get too far from those assault cruisers. So, let's stay on his tail. Soak that rather nasty Tricobot torpedo. Just patch up. Bingo, right. Get a track beam on him. Clear the way. No, the artillery is not doing friendly fire. It'd be a nice touch if it did. Because let's face it, that is a very big bomb and it doesn't care who it hits. And if you'll excuse me, we need to drop out. Oh, that's interesting. Did not chain off the Tricobot mine. Fine, we'll just use a gravity well instead. And then we'll finish you. Okay, and then you get the credits as the ship warps out. Why they don't just run for it, I do not know. Go away. Right, let's clear the next 2 waves in short order. Don't think we're going to learn anything else interesting from them. Wow, that was a double tap from the artillery. 2 blasts at once. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure whether that was just a coincidence that it dumps an artillery strike on you when you start the repairs, question mark? Or whether it was just somehow double tripping the script. It shouldn't really be doing that, since a double tap from that artillery would be a one-shot from anyone. Also worth noting that you do not have to take out the entire Vardwar fleet. You can simply repair the ship that needs repairs, defeat the ship attached to it, and it will jump out immediately upon doing so, irrespective of the order in which you do those. Now, we have to clear out the hospital ships. So, this was a pain. This used to be 3 heavy artillery vessels. You have no idea how fun that was not. Anyhow, we'll get out of this and just start towing the hospital ship away. See how smart the Vardwar aren't. Now, the hospital ship will actually follow you irrespective of where you're going, and I don't think the Vardwar are smart enough. No, they aren't. They're still just targeting the point where the ship was, by the look of it. Oh well, silly, silly Vardwar. We'll just leave them in the dust. So, tow to refugee fleet. They've juggled the order. This used to be the first objective you got after deploying the beacons. So 1 hospital ship away, not even so much as a thank you, and we'll go and get the other one. No need to kill the Vardwar on this objective, you can just dive in, tie your navigation systems to the hospital ship and tow them out. Or lead them out rather, since they are actually moving under their own power. Oh, go away. This could be awkward. Are we clear of the blast? Yes, we are. So 1 interdictor cruiser on the far side, we'll manoeuvre to avoid it, tie in the navigation systems, loop around, and we are away with a invisible tractor beam, apparently. Ouch. Come on, little hospital ship. There we go. Patch up while on the way out, and then run for the jump point. While the Vardwar blithely barrage empty space, so the AI still needs a bit of a polish there. Anyhow, we are clear, and with a bit of luck, there we go. So we are done. Okay, so it's not quite as painful as it was. They've removed the heavy artillery ships that made the mission such a pain. Still got that mislabeled kill objective as a repair, which really needs to be tidied up. The Vardwar ships need their engine trails fixed, but I suspect that is a ship class thing rather than a mission-specific thing. And the hospital ships, well, if the AI is dumb enough to let you tow its prey out without it noticing, well, so be it. Anyhow, that is the revamped Zahl patrol. Still a little rough around the edges, but not the ordeal that it was. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, farewell.